Can somebody tell me why Taylor Swift keeps winning awards like every single year against not really too much stiff competition, but just because she's up there, she wins basically, and it's just no other reason other than being Taylor Swift. And I know I expect a lot of people to get angry and to get mad because she apparently has the most toxic fan base on earth. I was over here thinking that it was the Beehive, but the Beehive couldn't even save Beyonce numerous times when she was up against said competition with Taylor Swift, and Beyonce lost out on numerous different awards that were then given to Taylor Swift. I'm like, okay, Beehive pales in comparison to the Swifties. And let me just say it right off the bat. I'm not in any way discrediting Taylor Swift's presence or her allure. I understand why people are devoted to her as they are. Undoubtedly one of the biggest artists in the world. If this was politics slash geopolitical climate or social studies of how they talk about United States and the Soviet Union were superpowers, Taylor Swift is one of the superpowers of the world, along with Eminem, Beyonce, and myriad other people. But what I don't get is that now she broke Michael Jackson's record. That made me quite angry. And normally when someone does that, they immediately like humble themselves. I think Katy Perry broke one of Michael's records, and then she was like, "Oh, but there's no comparison." So I was like, "Okay." And I'm not saying that Taylor isn't that type of humble person, but to me, well, actually, I am, because she doesn't seem genuine. Every single person who wins, oh my god, I can't believe. And when she wins against nobodies, oh my god, I can't believe I won. And she even cheered for Kanye numerous times. I was like, you don't like Kanye like that. You never have, and you shouldn't. And then when it came back to bite her later, her fan base is so unnecessarily toxic and deluded that they couldn't even admit to her being wrong in that Taylor Swift and Kanye thing involving Famous. They just all were like, well, so Kanye shouldn't have called her a bitch, so it doesn't matter. He's crazy. Yeah, Kanye is crazy. I don't like him anymore. But at that moment in time, Kanye and his camp was right. Taylor was wrong. She knew she was wrong. She disappeared off social media for months, came back with a song basically saying, yeah, I know I'm an asshole, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it anyway. And then I just want people to let me know what Taylor songs are messing with any one of these other big artists' songs that aren't from 1989. 1989 was, that whole album that was a massive album. Like every single thing was a hit. Name me one song that's not from 1989 that's better than Beyonce's Single Ladies, that's better than Katy Perry's Teenage Dream or California Girls, that's better than Eminem's Love the Way You Lie, Not Afraid, that's better than Drake's Headlines or so far, like Going Home or something like that. Name me any Taylor song that's better than any of those, and I'll be like, okay. You can't. That's not from 1989. That's not as big as those. She gets up here and she wins basically on the merit of her unreasonably devoted fan base. She's such a great songwriter. She's such a great singer. She's such a great performer. She's none of that. She's okay, give her songwriting credit. She's not a better performer than Beyonce. She's not a better performer than I'd say any of her contemporaries that would be in that same field. I wouldn't say she's a better performer than Ariana Grande, and Ariana Grande isn't that great of a performer herself. Live-wise, she's a great singer, but performance-wise, she's not so much better of a songwriter than any of, especially contemporaries in rap, and then wins awards that she has no business winning. Like, she won 1989 one, I was okay, but it beat Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. Who on this planet Earth is going to really sit here and say that album was better than that? But you're like, it's about sales, dummy. It's about sales. Okay, The year previous, when Beyonce's self-titled album came out, that surprise album that came out in 2015, she lost to Beck. And I'm like, who is that? Who is that? And I'm like, how do the awards reverse one year and then they do something the next year? They're not consistent at all. That's why when I see people win these awards, I'm all like, if I can't believe you're that good, I'm just not gonna get behind it. Like, there's nothing about her. I've never seen anything other than above average showmanship and singing from Taylor Swift. You cannot name me one singer she sings better than, other than Katy Perry, because Katy Perry can't really sing all that great anyway. She can't sing better than Ariana. She can't sing better than Beyonce. She sure as hell can't sing better than Adele. She can't outperform either of those three. There's not one thing you can name me she does better than anyone else, other than being Taylor Swift. And what is that? A consolation prize? And they're like, oh, so iconic, so this and that. And then some people are disrespecting Michael now? Come on. Are we really going to sit here and compare Taylor Swift to Michael Jackson? There's not one thing Taylor Swift does better than him. I don't ever want to hear such foolishness, such blasphemy, such sacrilege. Like, the king has been gone for quite some time, and then people want to start talking reckless and getting disrespectful. I'm just asking any of you Taylor Swift fans who do happen to watch this, let's be real and be honest. Like, who among that group can Taylor Swift outperform, and she does better in all three categories? Can you name one person? There's no one. And these awards, especially in the 80s, Michael had to compete against a prime Madonna, a prime Whitney. You had legends, you had Stevie Wonders, you had bands, big huge bands, you had rap that just came out. That whole decade was hard to win, but he was so much better than everyone, in the shadow of a doubt. I think on Rolling Stone, somebody had said, it's Michael Jackson and it's everyone else in the 80s, and that's including Madonna. And Madonna was like a complete number two. But this right here, are we really gonna say she's so much better? Like, it's unreasonable hype. Let's all calm down. Look at the beginning of this decade. You had Drake, Katy Perry, prime Drake, prime Katy Perry, prime Beyonce, just came out of retirement, fresh Eminem. And you had Kanye West. You had, like, all of these, Lil Wayne, all in one category. That is competitive as hell. And you had Taylor Swift. Is anything like that now? Taylor Swift just in awards where they're just, if she doesn't win, I'd be all like, but then when she is winning, is it really just because she's so much better than everyone else? I don't think so. She goes and they're like, oh, she just completely shatters all the other competition. Is the other competition better than her? Sometimes, yes. But I would say, like, in terms of overall album size and what level of artist you are, yeah, you're probably going to win that. But the American Music Awards, they vote there. So you're kind of like in a bad spot. You're going to lose no matter what to Taylor Swift, even if you're better, which in a lot of cases people are. I just don't get it. I don't like, when I think of greatness, and I'm like, people who are truly great, I'm like, shower them with tons of accolades. Kendrick, to me, truly great artist. Beyonce, I'll say truly great artist. A little bit overhyped at times and stuff, but whatever. Like, people who are, like Celine Dion, truly great. Mariah, truly great, even though her voice isn't the same as before. But that level, that pedigree, that pedestal, is anyone honestly going to say Taylor Swift is on that level with any of those people? When you think of iconic moments, when you think of any of these people in particular, you think of Michael with that sequin jacket, or you think of him with the glove and Billie Jean, you think of Eminem with the blonde hair and the Slim Shady persona, you think of Beyonce just in her leotard thing that she wears all the time, you think of just, there's no comparison. Like I just want to know. I just need an answer. If you can give me an answer, thank you. Thank everybody for watching. I expect people, if they do watch this, to hate it. And yeah, if I was a T Swizzle fan, I'd probably hate it too. But they don't understand. If you give me an answer, maybe I can see it from your perspective. But I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later.